Hey, my beautiful Leo. Welcome back to my channel. Happy 2020 to all of you. Thank you so much for coming back to my channel. My name is Kim Enchantress. I'm here to do your Lenormand and I've changed it up a little bit this year. I won't be doing the full 12 months brief meanings. I'll be doing the first 6 months from January to June. And this is going to allow you to come back at the end of each month just to see how it resonated with your reading, if it does resonate. If not, check your moon and rising sign out. It may have a bit more of a storyline. So I hope you had a great Christmas with all your loved ones and you had good cheer, good health, and you're bringing some positive news into 2020. Now, what is feeling for you here, Leo, is you definitely got some good things coming in the first half of 2020. Now, you are being protected by spirit through obstacles in your career or your long-term goals. And it's about using your experience, going within, finding that calmness for yourself so you can experience passion and true beauty this year. Now, it is about having fun and not being so much in your thoughts, like having those negative thought patterns. So you need to know where your restrictions are within side of you, and don't let any burden stop you from moving forward this year. Now, you need to be prepared for action and movement. You need to find that stable ground so you know where to walk in life. Now, you will get a burst of energy that's going to take you through to the last part of 2020. Now we have for January, and you're bringing these energies in from December 2019. And you have got good things to come in your career. And what are you wishing for your long-term goals? This is about reaching those goals here, Leo, and being persistent in that, achieving those. Now, maybe some of you want to settle down this year, or you've been in a long-lasting relationship with somebody, but it's about kind of remaining steadfast, feeling safe as you go towards your goals. Now, maybe some of you are feeling like you are tied securely to one place or to a goal, but it is a positive card that everything's going to turn out well for you, and that you can weather any storm. It brings a sense of stability to January. Now, maybe it's telling you that you've reached your harbour or arrived at your destination and you've attained the goals so far. If it is in matters of the heart, the anchor does indicate that you're in a committed relationship, perhaps, and it's time to settle down. You've been faithful to your partner and you've got that stability in the relationship. For others, and I only see a small majority of you, you have already in an existing relationship that you're feeling tied down. But it's generally a positive card when it comes up in a love reading. So if this is to do with your career, about your long-term goals, it does mean that you're in a job that's stable. You're probably in a permanent position. You're not working part-time, but you've been in this career for a long time. It's a lifelong career. Some of you could be working near the water, near the beach side, maybe on the dock. Maybe you work on a boat. Maybe you're a sailor, that type of thing. Now, in health reasons, it does represent stable health, but it does depend on what's cards are around it. It usually represents the hips or pelvic bone in this reading. But, you know, you need to ask yourself for 2020 what you can do with your life to be more stable in it, and how you can protect yourself from any obstacles that are going to present itself in front of you. And you need to know that you are a confident person here, Leo. So don't give up, because your goals are very close. So maybe you just need to do some more grounding towards getting your whatever it is you want to achieve. Now, you've got the birds in the reading, and this usually represents a couple an older couple, or communication. With the birds, it does represent telephone calls. It can also represent having lengthy discussions with your life partner. And maybe this has been a lifelong companion. We do have the woman in the picture, so I'm feeling that it is a woman that if you're a male Leo out there, is definitely a woman who's very reliable. Maybe it's a woman that works in the boating industry too. Maybe she's a little bit stuck in some way or stubborn. This could be a woman who's stubborn. But, you know, she could be also a business partner, perhaps. Or maybe that you own an established business together here with a fish. So definitely there's a woman that's in your life that, you know, you've been with for a very long time. And I'm feeling there's some good luck coming in reference to this. But there's definitely conversations about money or financial stability. So maybe you've got that financial stability in your life now to settle down so you can achieve all your goals together, that type of thing. Now we'll go on to February, and a lot of the sun signs are getting the mountain here. It does represent delays. It also represents a foreign place, or somewhere that's out of your distance where you live. But it can also indicate obstacles that are coming in February. Maybe this is to do with a relationship that's you're feeling a little bit cold with the partner, perhaps. Maybe someone's not being totally honest with you in the relationship because we've got the mountain here. So maybe this is with a Capricorn person. But I do feel there's some delays that are going to cause problems. So if you're waiting on a relationship or a business deal from overseas, maybe there's a delay here. And it's going to cause some problems. Or it's maybe just asking you to keep your wits about you so you can overcome this problem. Now, with the ring in the picture, maybe you feel like you're obligated to this relationship in some way, or you feel like your relationship's a duty. It's starting to become boring, that type of thing, or you're feeling lonely in this relationship, but you will reach an agreement here. Even though with the delays, you will reach an agreement. Now, maybe this might be some secrets that have been hidden from you and it's causing some problems in the relationship. But somebody's been keeping a well-kept secret here. So, you know, be on the lookout for obstacles for the month of February. But know that Spirit is protecting you in your relationships. And we'll go on to March now here, Leo. And we've got a more peaceful month for you with the lily. So this could be just about finding that peace and harmony after the issues that you've been having or the trouble that you've been having with your relationships. Could be in a personal relationship or a partnership, business partnership of some kind. But this is about finding your zen and your peace again. It's about using your knowledge and experience as well. Now, we have the dog in the reading. So this could be an older friend. Or maybe you've come to some agreement in February. You finally reached that agreement to just be friends. And maybe you're having a sexual relationship here. So you're going to keep it friends with benefits in some way. But this is a person that you've known for a very long time. So it could be an older friend here too. Maybe with the scythe in the picture here, that peace will come to an end with this person. Now, also be careful around March on accidents with sharp instruments. Just be mindful of that. Now, we're looking at a woman who is mature and experienced in some way. So just be mindful. This could be a woman having an operation, or a friend with benefits type of thing. You've come to that final decision back in February, and now you've reached the decision to just be friends with benefits. Now, we're going to April, and it's about having fun for the month of April, but you're a little bit confused this month here. It could be over an ex here, Leo, and just know that the confusion or uncertainty that you're having doubts about something, it's only temporary. Just like the clouds, when they're going across the sky, they do disperse eventually. So it's not a lasting thought. It's just a negative thought that's going through your head. And you've got the rider in the picture as well. So maybe it's a visitor that's coming, or an ex is coming to visit. But I'm feeling you need this visit. I feel it's going to bring some clarity to you. There was a hidden message back in February, and you're going to receive the message of what it was. So maybe you're not going to be happy about the situation, but you'll have that clarity. Now, you've also got the ship in the reading. And the ship is, telling you that there's an uncertain trip ahead. And maybe just be mindful of when you go for this trip, because there could be a lot of storms out at sea, that type of thing. But, it's definitely bad weather. Maybe an event that's a little bit overcast in some way. I'm just trying to fan these out so you can see them all. But there's definitely some confusion and uncertainty around April. But, maybe it's just bad weather on your trip, or at an event. It's going to be overcast. Or you're just uncertain about this trip. So just remember, it's just a thought pattern that's going on in your mind, and it's about getting that clarity, and it's not going to last long. Now, you do have some restrictions towards May, and it's only coming from within you, and this is coming from your thought process. And with the crossing here, this is about burdens and pain. It can represent pain, but it's also about keeping the faith. It can represent someone who's religious as well. And that you have to go within here, Leo, to know what you're capable of doing and what your restrictions are in life. And we're getting this for a lot of the cards for the sun signs lately. Now, maybe with the child in the reading, maybe you're just having some painful discussions with yourself. It could be an unfortunate new start for you, but maybe some of you have a child that's not feeling well, or they're sad for some reason. Or maybe this is you going to a baptism for the month of May. But you do have a spiritual card alongside that. And maybe this is you coming up with a painful solution. Or, your spirit is suffering. So maybe this is why you need to know the restrictions that are coming from within you. You have a lot of doubt going on the month before. But maybe this is because of some disappointing or painful news that was hidden from you, and now you know it's out in the open with a key. So this is about taking small steps, having some faith. So know your restrictions that are within you for the month of May. Now we're heading on to the last part of the 6 months for 2020. And we have the house in the picture. Now the house is about being stable. It can represent a family home. It can represent family. But I'm feeling maybe some of you have got plumbing issues for the month of June. Maybe it's due to tree roots, that type of thing, but I'm strongly feeling that's coming through. What else do we have here for you? We've got the star here. So this could be about feeling positive in the family home. It could also be someone that's famous. Maybe this is your dream home. Maybe it's your dream home here. It's definitely a famous house or a positive house or family member. But I do feel like for some of you, there's definitely problems in the home with the snake. And this could be definitely plumbing problems, or someone in the family home is betraying you in some way. They're close to you, but they're betraying you. They're not, being totally honest. And we have the tree also. So I definitely feel there's definitely plumbing issues around June, or maybe wiring problems in the home. But you need to do some grounding with the family. Or maybe there's someone that's not feeling well inside the family home the month of June. But you need to be prepared for a sudden burst of energy for the later part. Maybe this is you that's not feeling well, or it could be an Aquarian. Could be an Aquarian woman. Excuse me. Even though you're not feeling well, or the person in the home's not feeling well, I do feel like you'll get a sudden burst of energy to carry forward for 2020. Now, definitely a lot of you are going to be having a career overseas, and it's to do with your experience, but there's a little bit of confusion here. You just got to keep the faith for this month and know that you're going to find your stability at the end of June. For others that are in a relationship, definitely going to take that to the next level. Possibly you're going to have burdens in your relationship, but you will find the peace and tranquility that you desire. Some of you are getting messages that something's been hidden from you, a secret of some kind. It's going to cause a little bit of confusion and pain, but I do feel that you'll move forward, especially the latter part of 2020. So love and blessings. Appreciate you guys coming back to my channel for some guidance. Be sure to come back after each month to check out if it resonated with you. I'll be happy to hear your comments, and I will be back to do some readings. Looking forward to this. Bye for now, Leo.